Hi everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. First of all, I'm not sure how well this is going to film. It's a little close to my camera, but this lantern, whatever you want to call it, was hanging on my back porch for the last more years than I care to mention. And it was broke in several places. The door, which is right here on the front, was broke off. The lid here was broke off, and a couple of other places it was broke. It's pushed in right here, etc. So I chose to do an alteration to it. I'm gonna paint it with the Finnabair's Art Extravaganza Patina paste. But first, I'm going to add a few of the IOD molds to it. Now, I've got them numbered on the back because I've already shaped them to fit. So, I just can't decide whether it would be better to glue them straight to the metal or to gesso it first. My instinct is to glue it directly to the metal because it should adhere better to the metal than it would to the gesso adhered to the metal, if that makes sense. So I may do a little more research online, see if I can find some more info, but I'll be back in a minute. Alright, the only info I could find was suggesting that I gesso it, but I'm gonna listen to my instincts. Since the finish is relatively rough and I have already washed it and everything, I'm just gonna go with my instinct, like I said. So I'm gonna get some matte medium. I might need to heat up my heat gun too. As you can see, I've already shaped these to fit the curve of the lid. I just did that ahead of time just to save a little time. Alright. So I'm just going to put a bit of the matte medium on the back of these pieces. These are just some IOD pieces. And I'll put in the description box below which ones they are. Alright. Alright, these will need time to adhere. I did turn my glue gun on, but it's not hot yet. So I'll probably have to help these along with a little bit of my hot glue, just so they'll stay in place. Alright, now that those are attached, I've got 2 lion's heads and 2 of these decorative buttons, I'll call them, for a lack of a better word. And I oriented all of this from the door. So I'm going to put the lion's heads on the door and on the opposite side. And again, using just a bit of matte medium and then some hot glue, just to get it to stay while the matte medium dries. Alright. continue on. Okay, I applied a bit of the Finnabair Art Extravaganza clear crackle texture paste. So I'm just waiting on that to dry. It does take a while to dry. Alright, so once that's dry, I will put a coat of white gesso all over the maybe black gesso. I'm not sure yet. Okay, one of the things I did was I added some of the Art Extravaganza clear crackle texture paste. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. But in retrospect, I should have added the gesso first, because it's not really wanting to stick to the metal. So I'm going to give the whole top a coat of black gesso. I'm not going to worry too much about the mesh, I guess you would call it, and the lines of the housing of the lantern. I'm just going to put a coat of the metallic paint on those, but I am going to give the top a coat of black gesso. So I'll be back once that's done. Okay. Now I'm going to open the Art Extravaganza Patina paste. Okay, these have the brass metallic paste, the turquoisey kind of blue patina paste, and then the mint green patina paste. Alright, so I'm going to start with the turquoisey blue one. Okay, now I don't know if you can see this or not, but the patina paste is quite thick, and it's also quite gritty. Not overly gritty, nothing like the graphite paste or anything, but it has a texture to it. Alright, so I'm contemplating whether to water it down a bit. I'm going to go in just around the outsides of my elements to start with. Alright, and I'm going to actually find me something to put a little bit of this out on so I can thin it down. Alright, I've just got a sandwich bag and put some on the sandwich bag with a bit of water. Let's see how much better that will work. Oh yeah. This handle, I wish there was a way to take it off, but the exception to trying to bend it, it's just not going to be possible. Alright, so I'm going to continue on the rest of the way around. I went ahead and added it right around the lip of the lid where I thought patina would form, and around the edge of the roof. Alright, the one thing I didn't mention was I did use a pouncing motion when applying it, and I did try whenever possible to feather out the edge. Although I can see a spot that I missed. Okay, I'm going to let this... Okay, now I'm going to go with the brass patina paste, which I don't believe has any texture in it. No, it doesn't appear to. Alright, so let me find a good brush. Alright, for the blue texture paste, I used a scruffier brush, similar to this. But for this brass, I want something a little softer. But this is an older brush, so the bottom half of the bristles is quite stiff. So it's not a completely soft brush, but it's a soft brush, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure you'll have something like that. It's only because I never throw my brushes away. Alright, so I'm just going to start by covering the elements. I am going to cover most of the entire piece with this brass, which to me looks more copper, but what do I know? Now this is a pretty thick paint. Okay, but I think you can sort of get the hint. What I'm looking for is to leave the patina surrounding the elements. But if I cover it up too much, I can go back and add. Okay, so I'm going to continue on, and I'll be back when I finish this step. Okay, now I've got just a little bit more of the turquoise blue patina. I may need a bit more, but I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to go around the elements again, but this time I'm also going to go just a bit in some of the details. Oop. Come back here. Alright, and then before that dries, I'm going to spray just a bit of water. And I'm wanting this to run. Okay, I'm wanting it to get in some of the recesses. Alright, I'm going to continue to do this all the way around, obviously. Maybe add just a bit here and there where I think the patina would naturally be. Let's see if I can coax this around just a bit. I don't want to waste it. Okay, so I'm going to continue this, and then I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do with the mint green. Okay, now I've watered down some of the mint green, which is the grittiest of the three pastes, and I'm really just going to add some like to the tops where the water would sit when it rains. Alright, and again, I'm going to give it just a spritz of water. Okay, and once again, I'm going to continue this on around. Really, I'm really kind of doing it sparingly. Because I do already have plenty of the patina color. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to let this dry for just a minute, and then I'll be back to make sure I don't want to add any more. Alright, here's how it turned out. Alright, I'll show some better still pictures at the end. So, thank you so much for watching. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll put all the links for the products in the description box below. Bye for now.